Hello, yogis and worker bees and people of all ages. It's Rachel. This is our third video that we're doing together revolving around our 24-hour life cycle and what we do during that period that is largely emanating from our thoughts and emotions. And we're going to create this on purpose. So in video one, we went through our waking up time and getting down to the coffee. And then our second video, as a reminder, was what we do while we're eating our breakfast, and then what we do thereafter for the first hour, which would be either getting in your car to commute or staying at home and working from home or working with the children. So everyone has such different lives, and I'm trying to encompass all of them, and it's not hard for me to do because I've done all of them in various phases of my life, and every phase has just been a blessing and an opportunity. And some of it was dark, and it got me the tool set to know how to get out of that and get back into exuberance. So here we go. So now we are where we're going to go. So we're either in the house going through our day and tidying up after breakfast, or we are in our studios to work out, or we are at work. No matter what that is, now we're going to create the next segment of our day on purpose. So if you're working out, then obviously when you're looking in that mirror doing what you're doing, I know that we all have different goals when we're at the gym, but we can begin by going through what's going on inside of our bodies and realizing that that heart that's just beating moment after moment is a miracle. It really is when we think about it. And I don't know about you, but it's pretty embarrassing that I don't know more about every single possible thing there is to know about how my body works from the toes on up. So we can start by the basics, which is wondering, and through wondering we want to gain knowledge. So let's do that today. Let's wonder, and without judgment, let's just wonder about what we see. And so we can do that at the gym. If we're at work, we can just wonder about not only the task at hand, but everything that that's creating. Like, what part do you play in the overall business that you're in? And what are these other people's lives like that you're working with? And if you're not happy there, what is keeping you there? And without judgment, wondering what your perfect day would be like at another job if that's what you want, and then going home today and just journaling about it. And a lot, if not everything that I've attained that was difficult started out with a thought, and that thought went on paper, and then the thought got bigger and it turned into a journal. And the more I got excited about it, the more I started to feel as if it could happen. And the more I started to feel as if it could happen, I was able to start taking action because I could feel it happening. And so my courage got stronger. And then it became a slight obsession. So even though I'm doing what I need to do with my child and with my house and with my work, the underlying breath all day long was feeling the emotion of where I'm going to be tomorrow and the next day and building upon it. And guess what? It's created this beautiful life of where I am now. And I am so content in where I am now because of the thoughts that I started to have that I was too afraid to have for a very long time. So in secret, I'm thinking these thoughts. And then the thoughts turned into emotions. And part of that was crying through it and accepting where I was. And part of that was dreaming of where I could be. I had a few favorite songs that I played in my car, and I screamed at the top of my lungs because those songs resonated as to how I was where I was, and it wasn't forever, and it gave me hope. And so the thoughts went into the emotions, went into the feelings, and the feelings turned into action. This, I know, is a lot to take in while you're sitting at your desk, but over time, it becomes a way of life. So as you're sitting at your desk, or as we're at home doing whatever we do at the house, and whether we have stay-at-home kids or they're off at school, or we don't have children and we're single, we can still go through and have that sense of wonder during our day, no matter what that is. So that is our homework until tomorrow, is to take wherever we are at, to find gratitude for that, because there's a reason that we're there. Either we love where we are right now, and let's continue in that and find total appreciation for it. Yet we always want to keep growing, so that starts here, right? And we don't want to stay in our heads, so we take our thought, and instead of why aren't I there, how am I going to get there, the fear, I don't have the money, I can't do it, I can't change, I'm too old, I'm too young, whatever these things are, we immediately take the thought, take a breath, and say, I can do anything I want. I am a co-creator with source energy. I am a co-creator with God, whatever we want to call it. I am a co-creator with the universe. I am all powerful. And these are not egotistic words. This is our birthright. This is who we are. And that's why it feels so good when we're reaching for a goal. Think about how excited we get if we get the promotion that we've been working for, or we get the car that we wanted, or we create the body that we're trying to get, and every day the food gets cleaner and the scale changes one way or the other and our skin looks better than it looked the day before. It's because we're creating, and we are natural creators. And that's why as soon as we get to a goal, we want more, and we create new goals. But there's a point where we need to be exactly satisfied with exactly where we are. At the same time, going forward and becoming more. And it's not a duality. They go hand in hand. So let's hear how you go through your day, how you find appreciation, how you make mental notes of maybe what could be changed if you wanted to. And then think about that and jot it down. Put it in your phone, put it in a journal. I like to journal. I like to take the adult coloring books and sometimes the kid coloring books. And as I'm coloring, they have one that has spirit animals in it, and that's what I love to do. So I color the spirit animal, and always as I do that, whether I'm watching the TV or listening to music, I don't normally watch TV, but I love to listen to music day and night, and thoughts start to come and they get written outside the periphery of whatever I'm drawing. And then if it's nice enough, something that I want to grow upon, I will tear it out, possibly even frame it. So enjoy your day. Mwah. I will talk to you again tomorrow.